what we're going to do here is probably the simple harmonica thing you've ever seen. I'm not going to get into a lot of stuff about theory or things like that. It'll end up causing you more confusion than anything. I've always felt in learning an instrument, no matter what it was, that the biggest part of the thing is being able to have fun while you're doing it. And sometimes you get into stuff, we've all seen the anyone can play bass, anyone can play guitar, anyone can play this, that, whatever, and you get it, you buy the video and CD or whatever, and you're going like, huh? Because one of the things is that you're not having fun. When I learned to play harmonica, there wasn't any harmonica players around to teach me. And I started picking it up working with bands back in the late 60s, early 70s, back when they had the guitar jams that were like psychedelic acid stuff. They were like 20 minutes long, you know. It's just something that I picked up so that I wouldn't really look stupid. So I didn't really know how to play a song. So I began to practice rhythms in there. And that's one of the key things about being able to start playing harmonica is learning the rhythms. Now, the basics are very important, and you'll need to learn those as you go along, but there's no reason that you can't have a little fun in doing this. Couple little things. We call this a harp rather than a harmonica. It's the same thing, and in most rock and blues harmonica, you're going to be playing a 10-hole diatonic harmonica. Now these generally start, well, which this is my left in the video, left to right, numbered 1 through 10. Now another term you're going to become familiar with playing is called cross harp. And in cross harp, rather than like the starting note when you're blowing is one note, and the starting note when you're drawing through the harmonica is another note. This is a C harmonica. So with the 1 hole when you're blowing is a C. The 2 hole when you're drawing is a G. So in cross harp, if the band is playing in the key of G, you're going to want a C harmonica, and starting on the basically on the 2nd hole will be your basic bass note in there as G for the chord. I'm going to put a little chart in here that'll give you all the crossovers for all the keys of harmonica. And let me put that up for a minute. Okay, now, like I said, this is going to be very simple. It'll probably be the most simple harmonica instruction that you've ever seen on the internet or anywhere. I'm 100% simple. I like to have a good time doing things, and when I teach, I like for the people that are learning to have fun. This is, you're starting with this, and I'm going to teach you the very simple things. If you played a little harp, you may know already, but what you're wanting to do is basically hold your harmonica, thumb and finger like this, and then to get effect on it, you're going to want to make what we call a cup. And how tight or how close, you'll kind of just come into that as you begin to play. And this is the difference in this, is where this is wide open harmonica, this is cupped harmonica. And that's what we call fluttering a note, when you're opening and closing your hand like that, and then it comes in with your effect that you're going to want to play. Now, if you look around a lot of other things, you'll see a lot of different things about tongue blocking, this, that, whatever. That's when you get down the road and you start learning and you're ready to move into that, then go ahead. But right now we're going to deal strictly with pursing your lips, just like you're going to kiss your sweetie. You know, got to purse those lips. And you'll want to learn to get that hole when you purse your lips where you can blow an individual note, like we're going to start off with, I'm going to teach you a very simple progression, starting using the first two holes here, your C and your G on the draw. And it'd be like taking these two notes. So you've got more of a chord sound coming there. Now, this very simple progression, and it's a rhythm. If you know a little bit about music, you're going to do great at this. If you don't know anything about music, I've got a audio track that I'm going to put in here at the end for something for you to practice with. It's a slow blues in G. Now, this basic rhythm that I'm going to show you, speed it up, slow it down, you're going to be able to put it for most blues and type of songs that you want to go. This is again, like I said, this is your foundation for starting, and it's a basic draw, draw, blow, blow, just like this with the first two holes on there. Draw, draw, blow, blow. Draw, draw, blow, blow. All right. Now, as you start doing this, to do a phrase, you're going to want to move up one hole at a time until you hear it hit its apex, and then you'll have a single draw to mark that end of the apex, and then come back down the harmonica, and then you'll have at the end of that you'll have a single draw just like this. It's a very simple system to learn, and that just practicing that and if you're familiar with some of the train songs, that's just exactly what they do. I'm going to set this up and try and get a little music here and give you a little bit of demonstration of doing that. Let's see where we're at here. All right. There are different variations you're going to be able to learn and teach yourself how to do, but you want to learn that basic. That is the foundation for what you're going to learn to do. Again, let me point out the importance of practicing and going and learning the basics, but you should be able to have a little fun. When I started playing, I was just doing basically that, just rhythms in there, and then I couldn't really play a song. Somebody could say, Slim, pick up the heart and play Lowrider, like. I couldn't do that. About all I could do was and so I learned to put the rhythms into different songs. And this is a good exercise for you to do as you play along as well and begin to learn and begin to grow. And you're only limited by your imagination when you start feeling comfortable. Now, the other thing is tone qualities and bending your nose. Your hands and your mouth are your chamber for the tone that you're going to get. When you speak, different words cause you to open your mouth further and less when you're producing certain tones, especially like if you're singing. What you do is inside of your mouth, it's almost a natural thing to have your tongue hit to your lower teeth. And this makes a slide in your mouth. See how I can do this and show you the best way. All right, this is your bottom teeth. This is your tongue. And your tongue is usually going to bend like this. And so the air is curved over, and it makes a little different tone. Now later you'll learn how to bend your tongue different ways and move around, and it's okay while you're learning to play to move your tongue around in your mouth and see what kind of funky sounds you can get. Now when you go to bend a note, it's like opening your mouth without opening your lips. You'll see guys when they go to bend a note, they'll go, their mouth will be like, and then they'll bend it and it'll go like this. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. This, you're bending your note, a standard note like your G, down to a G flat. All right, there. And that's what you need to do. What you're doing is you're increasing the airflow. And when you open your mouth wider, you're taking in more air and pulling across there. And so you're getting that. And that's produced in bending by the amount of air you brought in. And I suggest starting with the first and second holes and work with your bending technique there. Just and as you begin to play through and do the rhythm, do the and just experiment around till you get relatively comfortable starting to bend those notes around. And then again, it's like I say, you're going to use your hands and just have fun. I mean, have fun just and doing your pattern. Now, basically, you're going to want to concentrate on really just your first 5 holes as you're going through this. And your 6th hole, you'll begin to move up your harmonica a little bit. When you're playing along with a song, you want be able to use every note on the harmonica in certain parts of the song. Okay, when you play the harmonica, blowing or drawing, you find that they all go together. But in playing a song, depending on the progression of the song, how it goes through the chord, because this is basically all your notes in a chord on a 10-hole diatonic harmonica. There'll be notes, and this is something you'll become accustomed to by ear. Harmonicas, I meant to talk about this earlier, but harmonicas, this is a Suzuki. Let's see if I can get that up there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a Suzuki Easy Rider. It's an inexpensive harmonica. I've had this for years and years. Going out and getting your first harp, all you want to do is make sure you get a diatonic. And most of the less expensive harmonicas usually only come in C or G. We're working, like I said earlier, with a C harmonica, playing cross harp in the key of G. You don't want to really get an expensive harmonica, spend $40, $50 for a harmonica to sit there and figure out whether or not you're going to be able to learn. I mean, you remember all those toys that you bought, your parents bought rather, the guitars and different things that sit in the closet till the yard sale. Don't spend a lot of money for a harmonica. When you learn, once you learn, then go ahead and experiment around and buy some of these harmonicas. They're getting expensive. They're not like they used to be. A decent harp anymore will cost you $35, $40. So get it. Like I say, you want to have fun. I mean, that's one of the key things as you learn. Do these basic exercises. And again, I'm going to put a song in here for you to play with. It's the one you've been hearing along. It's Slow Blues in G. And experiment around with the rhythm and progression that I've shown you. And it's, like I say, once you're comfortable doing the basic 2 notes, then you're going to be able to get 1 note. Again, that's just starting off with the first 2 notes and moving up 1 hole at a time till it reaches its apex of the scale on that, and then ending it with 1 and then starting from there and working back down and ending that on 1 again. Again, let me just go through that real quick. And that little rhythm, speed it up, slow it down, can get you to play in quite a few different songs. And this is where you need to start. This is where you need to have fun doing this. And there is just one other thing if you're going to play harmonica. This is probably one of the most important things that you need to know about playing harmonica, is you need to also go and get a really cool pair of shades. If you're going to play harmonica, you got to have shades. I mean, you just don't look right. This will keep people from seeing you making those weird little faces that you're going to be making, you know. So what you need to do, get you a C harp, get your pair of shades, crank up the song I'm included, and have a good time. Yeah. Have yourself a good time. I hope this helped you out. Keep it blue and jam a little bit.